we apply for contracts, right, we have to say how much percentage is being used as AI. In the UK, we're not really using AI to apply for contracts. We can use AI to help us look for the contracts that we previously did that was successful, and AI can pull it up and say, yeah, this one relates to this question and you answered it before. This has got a good scoring criteria, so this should meet this need, for example. But it just seems that with Musk owning so many contracts, this is why he's the richest man in the world, because he's applying for all of these contracts. And he's now after, he wants the NASA, he's after auditing them. He's after auditing all of these big organizations, but yet he hasn't been audited. Why is that? Why is there no mention that Musk has been audited and that this is the findings from this audit? We haven't seen that. We haven't heard that he's been audited, but yet all the other agencies have been audited. We see in the UK, because apparently Trump and Keir Starmer are going to meet in a couple of weeks' time. I dread to think what that conversation's going to be about. And then you've got Elon Musk, friends with Nigel Farage, UK Reform, I believe it is. I mean, I live in Cyprus, so, you know, but I do have family in UK and in America. It's a bit concerning, really, that this is happening in today's world. That someone who's only been in power for a few months is basically turning the world upside down. And also trying to create separation. And this is why I was saying to you that you must create your community. Build your community. You can also look at relationships in your community. Remember years ago how we used to make things in our own gardens? You know, when I say make things, you know, I mean vegetables, fruit, for example. Remember we used to, even in the UK, we'd have allotments. We'd go to allotments and, you know, you'd know someone that's got an allotment and they'd give you vegetables or whatever, and you give them a little bit of money for it. I've had allotments in the UK. I've had 2 allotments, for example. You know, and I grew things in my garden as well, because things are going up. They're going up, and the more tariffs that get put on, the more prices things will go up. So if you have got garden space, you better get down to the garden center and buy yourself some seeds and things like that and start planting. You know, you can get like potatoes, even old potatoes, put them in soil or even a pot with soil, dig them, you know, push them in deeply, and they'll create more potatoes for you. Plant some carrots. Plant some tomatoes. Let's get back to basics. We're relying too much. I mean, bless the poor farmers, what they're going through right now. Some of them, their food, their stock is being held because it can't be exported because of the tariffs. Visit your local farm if you can do. My father used to take us every Thursday, me and my brother, my twin brother, when we were kids, he used to take us to the farm every single week. My dad didn't take us to the supermarket. He took us to the farms, and we would buy from the farms, from the local farm shop. You go to the farm and get your vegetables, get your meat from the farm shop. Because the stuff in the supermarket, you get it fresh. It's a lot better for us as well. But support your local farm. Go to your farm, find out where your farm is, and buy some potatoes, carrots, and whatever, for example, and buy from them instead. Because with these tariffs and these exports, things are just going to keep going up and up. You can see it when you go to the supermarket. How much do you spend in a week? See how much that would cost if you went to your local farm and brought from the farm itself. And you're supporting your local farm. Wherever you are in the world, whether you're in the UK, whether you're in America, find out where your farms are and see if they've got a farm shop, or whether they'd sell you their produce that they've got. And then you go there every week. You might pay slightly a bit more, or you might even pay less with the way prices are today. Think about it. Get back to basics, because with these tariff wars, it's like Donald Trump. He thinks he's back in The Apprentice. Instead of saying you're fired, he's saying you're tariffed instead. So check out your local farm shop, please, and buy food from your local farm shop. At least you know where it's come from as well. And think about it. This is the reason why Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, because he has got contracts from governments. And they've paid him subsidiaries. He even got a stimulus check. This is a billionaire. Got a stimulus check? That's very unusual. I just want you to really look at what you can do and what you can achieve, and I know that you can achieve so much. But don't let what you see in the news take over your life and put you in fear mode.